Good day, everyone. We are Team Visionaries from Universitas Indonesia, and today we will present our proposed solution on the transformation of Pupuk Kaltim's supply chain. Our team consists of me, Rolando Gultom, Rumi, and Nicholas. Let's move to our executive summary. Pupuk Kaltim faces several challenges in its current supply chain operation. To address this challenge, our primary goal is to increase supply chain agility and flexibility with a strong emphasis on enhancing efficiency and effectiveness. Based on our analysis, we propose three key recommendations to achieve this transformation. First, we introduce Kaltim Sync. Second, we suggest exploring potential suppliers to diversify sourcing options. Finally, we propose the establishment of dedicated ISCM unit. As we know, there are several challenges that could hinder the efficiency and effectiveness of Pupuk Kaltim's supply chain strategy. To address these challenges, it is essential to take a holistic approach, allowing us to develop comprehensive end-to-end solutions. As we move forward, it is critical to address the major challenges faced by Pupuk Kaltim in its supply chain management. We have to tackle the challenges of market volatility, competition, and balancing sustainability throughout the entire supply chain.
Let's continue by examining this case starting from the downstream to the upstream of Pupuk Kaltim's ecosystem. Pupuk Kaltim is a member of Pupuk Indonesia Holding. As member of Pupuk Indonesia Holding, Indonesia's state-owned enterprise on fertilizer industry, Pupuk Kaltim is one of the oldest and the largest player. Pupuk Kaltim is currently leading on urea production, while its sister company, Petrokimia Gresik, is leading in NPK fertilizer. And we can see that their strategy is focusing on product diversification. When talking about fertilizer commerciality, we can divide them into two types, subsidized and non-subsidized market. Pupuk Kaltim and other state-owned enterprise companies are focusing on the subsidized market, while we know that there are some privately owned enterprises which are dominating the non-subsidized market, and they can become a threat to Pupuk Kaltim with their high product perceived quality and potential for market expansion, especially with the limited allocation for subsidy. And we believe that addressing the rising import competition and optimizing domestic product is a must, because while Pupuk Kaltim is one of the leading player in the fertilizer market, we can see from the chart in the right that the number of import is still high. There remains a significant dependence on imports, especially for ammonia and NPK fertilizers, and Pupuk Kaltim itself also rely on some other countries to import the raw materials. And then we conducted a brief discussion with local farmers, asking their fertilizer preference. To our surprise, majority of them mainly uses non-subsidized fertilizers from imported products, such as Pupuk Mutiara. While subsidized fertilizers are cheaper, the more complete nutrient content and product availability from the non-subsidized import products makes them more preferable and attractive. We must address this to ensure that Pupuk Kaltim can grasp this market for the long-term profitability. This is an end-to-end overview of Pupuk Kaltim's supply chain. The main focus should be on the upstream, where Pupuk Kaltim is still relying on imported raw materials. And as we know that the Russian and Ukrainian geopolitical tension may affect the availability of the raw materials for Pupuk Kaltim. And when we are examining the process flow of Pupuk Kaltim's production flow, we can see that there are quite extensive network and a complex distribution network that Pupuk Kaltim is currently implementing. And such a long process may affect the company's flow of information and may lead to the bullwhip effect, which can make incorrect demand forecasts. The global supply chain disruptions also affects Pupuk Kaltim's long-term sustainability, and the market price and supply uncertainties risk Pupuk Kaltim's operational activities. Therefore, alternative sourcing, especially for raw materials, is highly recommended.
Here, we are trying to retrieve information based on Pupuk Kaltim financial report. We acknowledge that fluctuations in revenue and COGS were not in parallel with the steady increase of inventory, indicating inefficiencies in supply chain management. From existing organizational charts, we find a gap where such structure might hinder cross-functional collaboration, thus induce ineffective communication, where it is important in order to have agile supply chain management in fast-paced and dynamic market conditions. Furthermore, we use system dynamics approach to see how agile supply chain management could bring better benefit to Pupuk Kaltim. Here are the systems that we built. We use price change decision as our control variable, and based from our model, we see that fast and agile decision-making process could lead to a better equilibrium in the market. Afterward, based on our deep analysis from the problems that we identified, we come out with three solution ideas, which is Kaltim Sync, exploration of potential supplier, and resilient SCM unit. First, Kaltim. Based on the document issued by the Ministry of Agriculture, we see that the current supply chain information model is complex, requires a lot of bureaucracy, and takes a long time with various requirements, limiting Pupuk Kaltim with real-time demand. Our proposed model is in line with the government's strategy to streamline the distribution and supporting the upcoming presidential decree that will be issued in 2025. With our model, Pupuk Kaltim will extend the ERP system to cater house-to-house ERP with its retailer and distributor, and Simultan, government-owned system. This model is also incorporating existing system, which is ERDKK, that will further enhance Kaltim sync data integration. With our model, we connect upstream and downstream data to get as accurate as possible demand data, thus allowing PKT to enhance efficiencies in supply chain management.
Moving back in the supply chain, we remember that there is problem in sourcing. So alternative sourcing for resolution production is essential for Pupuk Kaltim. Therefore, we already mapped several potential candidates for Pupuk Kaltim's raw material source. And the list is as following. By providing alternative in the raw material sources, we can ensure that Pupuk Kaltim is not highly impacted by geopolitical tension that is currently going on. And this is further enhanced with the current ERP system that Pupuk Kaltim is already implementing.
To effectively address the challenges we identified earlier, we propose the establishment of an Integrated Supply Chain Management Unit, or ISCM. This unit is designed to streamline Pupuk Kaltim's supply chain processes by leveraging agile project management and fostering cross-department collaboration. As you can see in the organizational structure on this slide, the ISCM unit will report directly to the President Director, ensuring alignment with the company's strategic vision. Moreover, direct oversight from President Director ensures that all initiatives undertaken by the ISCM are strategically aligned with the company goals. This approach not only enhances efficiency, but also ensures end-to-end visibility across the supply chain, from procurement to final distribution. By integrating this dedicated unit, Pupuk Kaltim can optimize its supply chain, improve responsiveness, and maintain a competitive edge in the market. Now let's explore how the implementation of the ISCM unit can significantly transform Pupuk Kaltim agility. Currently, the existing process flow for Pupuk Kaltim supply chain is quite extensive. As depicted on this slide, there are multiple steps involved across various departments, from sales to procurement, demand planning, and pricing adjustment. To illustrate the complexity, there are 11 steps required just to move from sales to procurement, 14 steps for aligning sales with demand planning, and another 14 steps for adjusting prices. This lengthy and fragmented process not only delays decision-making, but also impacts the company's ability to respond quickly to market changes. Following the previous slide, let's now see the transformative impact of ISCM on Pupuk Kaltim supply chain. With the implementation of the ISCM, we simplify the flow of information, making it both accurate and real-time. The new streamlined process reduces complexity, enhances coordination, and significantly cut down the steps required to move through the supply chain. Here's how the transformation looks in practice. From sales to procurement, the steps are reduced from 11 to just 4. The integration from sales to demand planning now takes only 4 steps instead of 14. Similarly, from sales to price adjustment, the process is streamlined to just 6 steps, down from the previous 14. This reduction in steps is achieved through the ISCM, centralized coordination, automated data flows, and real-time updates across all departments. By eliminating redundancies and enhancing process efficiencies, Pupuk Kaltim can respond faster to market changes, optimize resource utilization, and achieve greater operational agility. In essence, the ISCM not only improves the speed and accuracy of information flow, but also enhances the company's ability to meet market demands swiftly and efficiently.
Here are our stakeholder analysis from the solutions proposed, created through Rachi Matrix. Afterward, we conduct feasibility analysis using the PASTEL framework. We conclude that all of the solutions proposed were feasible to be implemented in Pupuk Kaltim. It requires minimal upfront costs and only extends from existing systems that Pupuk Kaltim already has. Also, challenges that might arise were still manageable by Pupuk Kaltim due to low degree of conflict. From financial impact perspective, assuming solution will benefiting Pupuk Kaltim in terms of lower COGS, it gives better return on investment and return of assets as shown with the red rectangle on the slide. Lastly, this is our risk assessment that Pupuk Kaltim must aware in implementing our proposed solutions.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we have explored today our strategy encompasses key components that will empower us to tackle the challenges ahead effectively. Kaltim Sync, alongside an integrated supply chain system, will allow us to streamline operation and ensure we have access to reliable raw material suppliers from the most promising sources. The ISCM unit, an agile and multi-integrated team, will play a critical role in managing and optimizing our entire supply chain. By doing so, we are positioned not just to overcome challenges, but to drive sustained growth and success for our operation. Thank you very much.